All right, folks, just gonna quickly reassemble this Macintosh Classic and then give it a test. Although it does need actual finished recapping, but somebody did the major cap, so I'm just gonna let that slide for the moment. So, and then I'll do the rest of it once I know whether it works or not. So whoever's watching, how's my mic sound? I got a new little wireless one here, so I'm just kind of curious. If you could drop a comment, increase that engagement. Oh. Once again, I can't keep things in frame. I gotta move this down because it's not really near my. Oh, there we go. All right, that is all done. That's a good way to damage that. Come on, get out of the way. Okay. Now I know I need to do a little bit of repair to my tube because somehow that got a little messed up, but nothing a pair of pliers shouldn't be able to correct. Hey Dave, how are you, buddy? How's the audio sound? I got the. Is it clipping? I see it. It's in the orange. So I make sure I'm not clipping and I sound good. So this classic analog board came in with a few problems. However, I found there were a bunch of cracked solder joints. Yeah, I don't really know how to, like, this thing. Let's see, is it like on? It sounds fine on my iPhone when I use it. Let me jump into the video and see.
Dude, we should.
Probably not a good idea to have this picking up. Yeah, okay, let's see. I'm gonna adjust the gain there. How's that? I don't know. That may just be the gain from Windows and not of the microphone itself. Okay. Somehow the pins on my tube got bent. So I've had to be very careful not to damage them as I try to. There we go. All right. We're going to see. Yeah, I plan to do a video. Somebody sent me all the parts to their TAM, and I plan to do a rebuild on it. Right, maybe let's see if this blows up. I've never turned this on. Okay, good. No bang. I'm gonna use their logic board, so if it dies, it ain't my fault. Oh, okay. That sounded good. The flyback is turned up a bit. Let me turn that down. Hopefully. Okay, that's the focus. They probably were messing with all this. Oh, hey, yeah. Yeah, that looks good. All right. Yeah, it had yeah, cool. They'll be happy to hear that. They thought this was a lost cause. Sweet. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and text them right now, actually. Tell them I'm not that I need to finish recapping it. They did a partial recap, which is fine. They did most of the important stuff, but not all of it. So there's still a little bit of work to do. Okay, cool. All right, that's good. That's exciting. That's a good start to my day. I have another one of their classics that needs recapping. So I've been kind of lazy because all my caps are spread out. I haven't really wanted to like kind of go and do a fetch quest for caps. I probably should. Okay. I can set this. But yeah, so Dave, this is the full. There we go. I don't have that. So I have all around me boards, lots of boards. But yeah, I got all over there. Space is a lot bigger than the camera kind of shows. But over there, I got my. I just haven't had time to go and get tables and stuff to organize things, and so it's been interesting. A lot of it's not even mine. So if we sit here and play Who's That Stuff, so that SE30, not mine. Classic, not mine. Underneath that, it's another order. It's just they're all grouped with their owner stuff so that I can easily, ship it out later. I need to eventually get to have over here. I have more spot, more space. Got to have the the VCF tag over there. I got space all over here, right? So I could very easily go ahead and put shelves. I haven't had time. The only good thing is I didn't actually pay for December's rent, so I got to move in everything and kind of set things up more or less for free. This is one of those, the amount of time it takes to actually do things versus the amount of the amount of time I have. All right. What do I have that's more? Yeah. I mean, my old house, my house where I had everything before, that was definitely, there was a lot of shelves, but none of it was for this stuff, right? It was all for other people's stuff, or all for my stuff. All right, let's see what sits around waiting for me to look at it. Okay, I know this is, this is the TAM. I know that based on the name. So why don't we go ahead and do a little bit of a spoiler, because I do got to shoot a video for this. I'm gonna take the 3D printer off the table, I think, and borrow that table. I may also just use my desk in the other room. Although the lighting in the other room is kind of annoying because the ballast, I think, is going bad in one of the lights. It doesn't matter because I don't use that room for anything but my day job, so not too. This is always really cool when you get this is what keeps me doing this, is the appreciation. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And this isn't just like one board. This is like the full thing. So this is not just going to be the logic board. This is, so like right now we have the Bose unit. We're going to fully restore this. There's not too many caps, but we're going to go ahead and recap that. I hopefully have all the caps. I don't know if anyone's ever done a full. I know people recommend, and the owner asked me to do this as well. They asked me to tin tin the. There we go. They asked me to tin these connectors, which I think is kind of weird, but you know, it's fine. So the only cap that might be a little interesting is this one because it's short, so I may have to like fold it over, which is fine because the negative is that way, and I'll just fold it that way. What do we got caps wise? Bunch of 10 at 16. Okay, I have that size. None of them are leaking, so that's good. What I'll probably end up doing is marking all the same ones and then removing them all at once. But so that's that board, and I'll do a more in-depth thing when I actually record my video. So we got, is this the old fan or the new fan? So this is a new fan. We had to change the connector, which they did send me, I believe, the new connector. Yeah, they did. There's a new connector, which is right here. So this is the old fan. They want the long leg, so we're going to chop that off and append it to the other one. I got to find my shrink tubing. I know I have a box of it at home, so worst case, I'll bring that. So we're going to do that. That I'll probably do a small part of the video of that. So they got new spade connectors. This might be fun. I probably won't do this part of the video because I don't have the actual crimpers for these, I don't think. So I'm probably going to have to do kind of a best effort for these. Probably solder them on, so it'll be fine. But they're not going to suffer any weird temperature deltas, so I don't have to really worry about that. This is what we're going to swap over. Yeah, I don't think they didn't solder the originals in. I may have to see if I could get a crimper for these cheap. All right, hopefully that crackling is not too loud. I don't know how loud certain sounds are. We have this is not the logic board. This is power supply, maybe? Oh, it's 2 bags in one, that's why. Yes, I believe so. He may, and it also could just be he's being preventative. Ooh, 33 at 25. I'm going to see if I have those. Everything else I have, pretty sure I should have these. Actually, I might not. I might need to order those. Which is okay. I need to order parts anyway. Yeah, I don't have, at least not in here, I don't. 33 at 25, of course. Okay, I'll have to order those. It's fine. Looks like they're in the power circuit, so I'll make sure I get low ESR. 0.47. Actually, I think I have 0.47. I might have to order those too. Again, doesn't matter. I need to order parts. But it just goes to show you, like, sometimes these things have really oddball values. Ooh, using my tweezers would probably be annoying for that. All right, might have to use hot air for some of that. We'll see. Not that I'm going to record that. I never record techniques. Everyone's too judgmental. I've learned that from... And finally, last but not least, we have the logic board. I'm going to go ahead and throw this on the floor with everything else, just to get it out of the way. And we can take a look at what is actually just the fat bat. I don't know what that means. I'm not a huge TAM expert, to be brutally honest. I'm going to have to bring I feel like I have a Mac that this will fit in. Oh, wow. Yeah, this needs at least cleaning. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to ask him. Are there any leaking caps? That's my concern immediately. No, but it is dusty. Although, normally I would ultrasonic something like this. I'm a little weary because I've heard that I think these are what, PPC 601s. I've heard these are pretty fragile. So I'm probably not going to ultrasonic this. I'll just clean it with alcohol so that I can control where liquid goes. I just don't want to I have ultrasonic 601s in the past. I've done 6100s. I just, given the rarity and what have you, I'm not going to do that. So these are all 60 470 except for the typical 100s. So I have those. I think that's probably a 100 at 25. I find it amusing that they use a 100 at 25 on a board that'll never see more than 12 volts. So I've actually measured on the Mac TV. Macintosh TV has a cap that's that same cap, actually, funny enough. And it's like 5 volts or something like that. So they like grossly, I think they probably had a stock of those and they just grossly overestimated how much they needed for it. So that is the TAM. I am not going to start working on that right now because, again, I want to shoot a video or attempt to shoot a video. With the new space, I want to try and do some more video stuff. Okay, I gotta take this tape off. I can't stand tape on bags. It makes it so hard to put the board back in. Yeah, so I need to order some components. That's okay. I can do things in doses while I wait. Now that I don't already have enough things, that I'm working on. Although the good thing is a lot of the stuff I'm working on, I've already done a majority of the work. All right, we'll go ahead and throw this all back in here, and I'll just shove this to the side. Okay. I'm going to find something I can work on, though. I do have something I might work on because it's not exactly complicated. It's a iPod Nano Shuffle, iPod Shuffle Gen 2. Got it on there in Mac Classic. I swear I have literally, that's actually a classic too, but I have so many of these come through, and I love every one I work on. Now, will this be the tape I hate? Nope. Yeah, good. Sometimes I get that tape that just will not peel off the bubble wrap and instead takes the bubble wrap with it. And then I'm like, they have no choice but to like cut around it, and it just takes forever. To be honest with you, I don't really like when it's so unnecessary to tape up something more than just a little bit when it's going into a box. So, there we go. Okay. And there's more. See what I mean? Like, come on. Like one piece of one piece would have been fine. But it's all good. We're there. We're there. They didn't put a what-you-call-it on it, but anti-stat. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. Yikes. All right. Might warm up the ultrasonic so I can clean this up. But let's take a look at this bad boy. Get this SCSI cable off. Is it glued on or something? Come on. There we go. Hard to get a grip on the actual connector and not the support bracket. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Let's see how low we can go. Okay. Well, I won't be able to probably get you all the way down. I'm going to try here. Okay. You can kind of make it up. Actually, I could probably just bring it up at this point. So there you go. You can see it's got the green crusties. Now, is that a problem here? Well, we're going to find out. So, the first thing I do is I'm going to take an anti-static brush, and I'm just going to kind of go over it, and I'm going to see how whether it wipes off or not. And the answer to that is, yeah, pretty much. So if we look, a majority of that has just wiped right off, which means that it didn't actually probably, and then I'll just take the steel side and just brush it off. And yeah, there we go. On the other side, won't mess with it too much. Okay. Not too worried about making this perfect, because again, I'm going to clean it. Yeah. And then we'll take a little cotton bud and that right. Just wipes right off. And that chip looks good to me. I don't see any signs of deep corrosion. Now, if we look on this side of the board, yeah, there we go. I unfortunately just have a webcam because I'm too cheap to. But anyway, you can see Now, I'm going to try removing this stuff. Not flat enough. That was a bad CPU, if anyone was wondering. Should be all right. You do not want to focus on one part for too long, because these do like. Oh, I am so sorry. I didn't realize the thing was in the way. There we go. Let's try and get a better. There we go. So those are off. Now I like to preheat the area. I don't want to just blast the caps with heat, because the smaller ones can and will explode on you. So I try to move relatively quick. There we go. Wow. Turning the airspeed down really helps. So there we go. We can actually see quite a bit. Let me get you a better view here. Can actually see quite a bit of corrosion. Now, for anyone wondering, like, oh, the plastic's exposed, I'm using a very narrow nozzle. So the airflow really doesn't go anywhere but to the center of where I'm hitting. So like these chips are just a little bit warm, but the area I hit is much hotter. So if we take a look at this, come on, there we go. That's a little bit better. You can see, grab my pointy device, all right there, and obviously the pads themselves are quite, they're quite nasty. Now, the good thing is I don't see actually anything long term. A lot of that you'll see in a second is just going to clean right off the board, because it takes time for the corrosion process to actually happen, and obviously we're going to neutralize all that with the ultrasonic anyway. But if we go ahead and now look after I just brushed that, you see a lot of that came right off. It's just surface. I don't see any actual corrosion. Now, I have seen corrosion on boards, so it very well is a thing. Obviously you've seen damage traces and whatnot. In fact, there is one trace right. Let me get you guys. So right, I wonder if I can set the focus instead of letting it autofocus. Let me if I can disable autofocus. Weirdly, I can't disable autofocus. Huh. Weird. Okay. Usually I can. Oh, I'm on the wrong camera. I have two. There we go. I know. Okay. There we go. Whew, that's so much better. I'm just going to leave that window open. There we go. So now that I have adjusted the focus to my desired spot, right there. Now, is that broken? Probably not. We got to check. I'm going to have to check all. Actually, looks like, is that actually? Yeah. So I haven't taken a Q-tip to this and started giving it the business. I'm going to turn on the, how's it? Yeah, I'm going to have to adjust the focus for down there. But, okay, so now the fun part is going to be getting this cap off. We're right next to this. I'm not going to lie, getting this cap off. Good morning. This area is kind of a royal pain because there's so much plastic nearby. These two really aren't a problem because the plastic's way over here. This one you could probably remove without too much issue. That's probably where I would use some Kapton tape, to be honest with you. It is a good morning. I wasn't here yesterday and kind of mad at myself. I should have. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up this stuff. Somebody already. It's weird because I swear someone's been here before, but it doesn't make any sense because these caps are old as sin. But right there, you won't be able to probably make it out. Maybe I can get the light, but it looks like there's overcoat. Like somebody had overcoated that area. I've seen that before on board, so I don't think anybody's actually been here before. But all right, so we're gonna go ahead and start by cleaning up the pads I've already done. So I just give the pad a little bit of a scrubby dub. Make sure you're there now. Let me. I need to someday get a camera with zoom, like a proper. So I think this has zoom, but I'm pretty sure it's just optical or digital. All right, so those pads are clean or re-tinned. We're gonna actually remove that solder in a second. Now, this is going to come out much dirtier than when we started because now there's flux activation on the board. All right, I'm just going to leave that blob there. Always. I mean, you missed the Macintosh Classic I was doing. You know what? I have a mute option on this, so I'm just going to hit that for a second while I do this. Should be muted, unless I turned off mute. There we go. Okay. So it's going to look a little ugly. Those pads are nice and clean now. Who says you have to use Hey Grant, I'm glad you made it. I didn't really publicize this. I also had originally not intended to show off your beautiful tam. But I was like, Dave's here. Yeah, I'll probably. I might shoot over to the office tomorrow just to join you guys, Dave. You know, try and get a few things done before I go off to celebrate. Yeah, there we go. Again, this is going to get ultrasonic, although that won't remove. At least mine doesn't. I don't think mine's that great for this for really scrubbing. But so Grant, I know I'm going to have to go and get some parts for that. But that's fine. I need to order parts in general. Um, there's just a few caps on there that I don't have, and also I think I'm going to make sure I'm going to order. I'm going to order polymer for everything since if we're doing this, we're going to do it right. I think I have enough to do the logic board. Probably not going to do polymer on the Bose board. I don't want to risk. Uh, there could be issues with the power circuit, so I don't want to do that. I'll just use really, really good quality uh, uh, caps on that. All right, there we go. We can see how much cleaner those pads are. And we can also see with just a little bit of scrub-a-dub-a-dubbing, the pins also came pretty much perfectly clean. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely a power board. I could tell by the there's a boost circuit on it. So yeah, it's definitely a power board. No question about that. All right. How do I want to get these remaining caps off? Because even if I use my tweezers, it's not going to make getting, I think, to... Not gonna lie, I hate. Sometimes I just remove the battery the battery socket because it's so much easier than dealing with the In fact, I think I'm just gonna do that. I'll go ahead and take this out. There we go. I'll put that back in pretty much immediately, but there. Now I have unfettered access to the to where that was. For the 2 seconds it took to do that, totally worth it. All right. I'm gonna get the tweezers. Sorry, guys, I need to see what I'm doing. And boom, done. Don't worry, I'll show you that again. I know it's like what these are not cheap though. I personally oh, that cap almost blew. See? That's what happens when you overheat them. I'm just expecting its ass end to like blow out on camera. Not gonna lie, it'd be kind of cool. I cannot see because of the camera what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. I'll just barely be able to get to that one. I hate that cat so much. Because it doesn't matter what revision of the classic you're doing. Okay, I don't want to risk blowing the cap up. When it gets all crusty, now you know why people don't like showing this stuff like in videos. There we go. Oh, that one. Yeah, darn, I thought it was gonna blow up. It almost did. Well, that just means it's getting enough heat delivered to it I can actually remove it. I don't really care about the old cap. All right, now for the last little bastard. All right, I'm gonna move you guys just a little bit, and we'll split. All right. Okay, how am I gonna get to that last one? So first thing I need to do is at least retin it if I'm gonna try and use all right. Yeah, I remember that. I was literally like the table right near him. Got it. Okay. All the troublesome caps are gone. In fact, that's all of them. I might have tapped that a little bit. Yeah, it's all good. Okay, here we go. And now you've learned why people in videos never show them doing surface mount, because it's a royal pain, although those tweezers make it so much easier, but they are so much more expensive. Could you do it with hot air? Yeah, if you throw enough capped on tape or honestly aluminum foil, works with some cardboard between it. That works pretty good too. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think the TAM was ill-fated to begin with. It's why it it was a gimmick. They were riding on the kind of nostalgia, probably why, and then they thought they could justify their pricing based on this idea of like, oh, it's unique. Apple always has been that way with with stuff. They at least back in the day they try to always sell things based on some arbitrary property. Oh, it's portable. Oh, it's hot takes. But that's just an opinion. Is it true? Probably not, but seemed that way. All right, gonna move in. Well, the price is what made it exclusive, right? Like by pricing it high, those who saw their people have it, it was a social status. I mean, it still kind of is, right? I mean, they brand iPhones as like they're unique, but in reality, everyone has them. I mean, I only got it because, to be honest with you, I was tired of Android as a whole. Is iOS better? Not really. But is it worse? No, I wouldn't say so. I mean, in some ways, sure. All right, there we go. But yeah, price with Apple has always been about if you see somebody that has this, they must be more important than you. I have a stupid the what is do you mean the sound of my microphone or the sound of the iPhone? Sorry, context here is lost on me. If you mean the microphone, I only paid like I think $16 for this. 17. Paid $17. So if you mean this, that's great. I wanted something wireless so I could get up. I could not be bad. Also when I'm shooting a video, I don't have to worry about any technical. There we go. Give it a scrub. Give it a scrub. I got to be like Joe and make up songs as I work. Hit it with a hammer. There we go. Come on. There we go. Still need to hit it with a Q-tip, and then unfortunately I don't have my box of Q-tips up here. I guess I should just go get those. And of course, my shoe's untied. Yeah. There we go. Oh, you meant on the tan. Sound is awesome. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. A lot more sense. Yeah, I mean, you would hope, given the amount of. I think they were riding on for the Bose stuff. I think they were definitely riding on the whole because they were everywhere at the time, right? They were heavily advertising their radios. If you remember that era, like I remember that era, like everything on TV, everything on TV was Bose. You got to get the Bose sound system. Everything's a system. If you want it to sound fancy, call it a system. I'm doing ASMR, cleaning ASMR. Squeaky. But yeah, this is I don't actually know if this worked or not. So I guess I'll give it a test. I'm going to hold off on putting this back on. I'm going to clean it off though while I'm here. One of the things I am majorly waiting for is Ron's Mac Classic adapter board. So badly. Because I hate, honestly, bringing this thing up here just to test a board. Now, sound's not going to work. I already know that because no caps. But I want to see, does it at least, boot? I didn't see any reason that it shouldn't, but let's see. Okay, I guess I take that back, that I don't see any reason. Oh, okay. All right, so okay, I know what I need to do. Attack then. Will it actually boot? No. I can tell by the corners. Okay, so we need to address the CUDA chip. Wait, so they used Bose, but I don't even know what we're talking about anymore, guys. Okay. I realize you're not going to be able to see me. Yummy. All right, let's see what the underneath the CUDA chips looks like. Yummy. All conductive. All that's conductive. Or potentially conductive, I should say. Which explains why I'm going to let the board cool because I don't want to warp it by rapidly cooling it. We'll let it come down in temperature. Yeah. Yeah. Can I improve focus? Yeah. Okay. All right. So now that we've cleaned that up, we can go ahead and actually clean it up. I gotta clean these pads. And this gives me an idea of which pads. Okay. That's all cleaned up. Now I will remove the solder because I always like the pads because that way I can solder it down easier. Okay. Okay. That is down. Let's check out the chip, make sure it's okay. We'll clean off some of the solder on the pins. At this point, it's just easier to use the gun. Okay. Put the chip down. Lay some fresh solder. Position the chip. Not too worried about being perfectly straight. No value in putting that much effort in. Okay, now I'm lazy, and when I get lazy, I get flux, because for surface mount, there's really no need to go pin by pin. So we're going to smear that on and then do some drag soldering. Okay, maybe this flux is kind of old, so it might not be doing the business the way it should. There we go. Yeah, the solder is really odd. I have a new thing I have to open of it, because this stuff is starting to not take very well. Oh, sorry, I got so wrapped up, I didn't even notice I didn't have there we go. Okay, let's give this a clean up. Now, I like to use some hot air, and then I'll reflow. That also allows me to push down on the chip. Okay. We'll again clean up. And we'll examine, see if there's any pins that need more solder. And that overall looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and test again. Again, won't have audio because there's no audio caps, but we should hopefully have boot. Okay, that's good. That's even better. And that's even better. That's wonderful. There we go. Another one saved. And of course, once it's built, it'll get tested again, yada yada. But went from totally not booting to properly booting. We have secret techniques. Apple logo. I'm the only one that watches that guy. I think it's STS Communications. Every time he gets a system booting, or a new iPhone, like an iPhone booting, goes Apple logo. Now I'm curious, what does the analog board look like? I probably won't do that right now because that's a lot of Mugun, but once again, too much tape. I just kind of like shove it next to me on my bench. It doesn't matter. I have rolls of tape, so the last thing I'm worried about is needing the tape I'm pulling off here. Okay. I'm probably not going to linger too much on this, but I just want to check it out, at least get an idea of what I'm putting up, what I'm going to have to do. That's a reusable piece. I'm just going to shove that over here, let it hang off. That way if I need it. All right. How about, this looks like a Rev 1. Oh, no, it's a Rev 2. Okay. Yeah, this will probably need some ultrasonicing. Maybe. So, if we look, let me adjust the focus. You can see the green. What's the back look like? Oh. Oh no. Oh no. The back, ooh, boy. I only caught a glimpse, but I can see what's coming. Doesn't look like it's gonna be majorly bad, but it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah. Oh, again, you can't see anything because I'm a little too stupid. There we go. Yummy. Remember, guys, capacitors do not leak. Capacitors do not cause, they don't need to be replaced. Remember those people that say that. And feel free to send them this video. That's what I use the tape for. Yeah, so what ends up happening is it leaks through the holes. Actually, you can see on the side there. It leaks through the hole and actually corrodes away the solder, which then the solder essentially just fails, and then, yeah. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and clean this. It's actually very sticky and tar-like. All right, we'll take a Q-tip and just kind of do some isolated. Does not want to come off. Well, nothing a little heat won't encourage. Part of the problem is the board, I think, does have a conformal coating. Maybe? I'm not sure. Never, I think there's some form of conformal coating on it, but all right. Let's do what I've been dreading. One, getting all this tape away from me. Okay. I'm going to just quickly remove a few in silence. Okay, folks, we're back. And as you can see, quite a nasty little puddle. So go ahead and at least clean that up. Again, I'll probably have to ultrasonic this because that stuff gets in between. That could create a capacitive surface, and it's just easier to actually. It's so bad it sticks. Yeah, not a problem. I'll probably try and jump in tomorrow because it's only 10 minutes for me. So even if I had to leave, relatively early, I can. It's not a big deal. Yeah, this is definitely going to need what I consider proper attention. All right. Well, with that, then we're going to go ahead and remove the major components that I always take off on one of these things. so sorry. Somebody called me, and then my wife called me. Okay, let's get back to the good stuff. I probably lost all my people watching, but oh well. So we're going to work on a iPod Nano. Sorry, iPod Shuffle. I don't know why I keep saying Nano. Probably because it looks like a Nano. It's an iPod Shuffle. So what are we doing? Battery replacement. Okay, phone. I need you to be quiet. Thank you. So we have our new battery. Got our new battery. And we have our Nano. Again, shuffle. I keep saying that because I like watching dang pods, but it's a shuffle. So we got to get this guy off. Now, it is, of course, glued on. Typical. So we're going to drip some ISO down it. Because I don't want to risk. This actually should be a pretty quick one. Because realistically, there's not. So I'm just dripping some alcohol down there. And then I'll probably try and pry it up carefully. Okay. Got a little bit of clearance. I probably could heat the board gently, but honestly, you can see we're already getting some give, so I'm just gonna keep the alcohol do its thing. It's weird. It's like a little piece of fuzz on the side here, probably to shield it from and there we go. Boom. Okay, so how difficult is it going to... Oh, wow, the pads, there's almost... Okay. So, first thing we're going to do is clean up the adhesive. Okay. Now, I'm curious if there's even a charge on this thing. We're out of curiosity. So, no, that thing's stone dead. Anybody really surprised? So technically, this thing has no potential of shorting. Yeah, that thing's dead. That's got zero. You couldn't see, but it literally is dead. All right, we're gonna turn this off. Oop. There we go. Okay, so there's the old one off, but you can see how tiny those leads are. Okay, so that, of course, sits right over. So I thought the board was labeled. I gotta go look back at my video. I'm pretty sure. Okay, piece of glue. Now go. What up, my boy? What up, playboy? All right. You know, with you here, you make me want to go and just grab your stuff and work on that. All right, so I want to confirm. Thought I changed it. Did they label positive on this? Of course not. All right. Oh, look at you. You're not going to need me soon. Okay. All right. I just need to know which side. Well, I could kind of figure that out, but I should have thought of this. Yeah, pretty sure. So, okay, yeah, positive is definitely on the. Okay. Can I get? Can I? Yeah, because the way I had that, it was. Yeah, because it was like that and like that. Okay, so yeah, negative is towards the left. So, I'm not gonna lie, I hate lithium ion quite a bit. So, Okay, there we go. Okay. I hate lithium ion. Okay, for the moment. Now, never have I actually been like, oh, I need Kapton tape. I'm getting Kapton tape. Actually, regular tape would do too, except I threw it all. I just want to make sure that this positive lead can't touch anything that could short it out, because I doubt this battery has any form of short circuit protection. What up? Where are my tweezers? I really could use. There they are. Okay. Can I shield it? This isn't even that hard. It's just the risk that I just don't want to take. That's why I won't do battery rebuilds for Macs, because I don't have Okay, there we go. Hey, there we go. Oh, the light was on. There it goes. You saw. Yeah. Oh, that was a light pipe. That wasn't glue, it was a light pipe? There it is. I think I didn't throw that. No. That is not something I want to lose. Where'd that go? Now I gotta. Come on, where'd that go? And of course, my flashlight's not really all that bright. So, of course, the hard part isn't going to be the battery. Hard part's going to be finding a small little tiny piece that fell. I'm going to turn the light off. That way I can focus on. Where'd that go? I don't know where that went. So it's been rebuilt, and I lost a little tiny piece of it's like a piece of glue almost, but it's like plastic. Well, for now, I'll look for it again. I'll have to get down and look for it. All good to go. All right. I got to see if I can find that light pipe. It fell. All right. Well, at least I got that done. I will try and find that light pipe. Of course, you try to like fix any small component and it like flops around and you lose it. All right. I don't really have, you know what? Since you are here, I'm going to turn the light on and I'm going to grab your box and we'll start tearing into some of your stuff. Trying to get a start on as many little things as I can. That's right, I got to hang up my poster eventually. I got to get some hooks so I can hang up my banner. Oh. 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 That was an awkward way to pick this box up. Did you remember to throw? Is this the box you tossed the thermal camera in, or is that? Did you never send me that? All right. What do we got? What do we got? Okay, we got a bunch of little bags. We've got a radius card. What am I supposed to do with the radius card? I don't remember. Am I updating the BIOS of the ROM on this? Now that I've okay, yeah, I actually have my prom reader this time. I promise. All right, what other? Is this the one that you? Is this the 660 you tried to do? Yes. This is the 660, right? Probably do that because that's not too big of a lift. Yeah, I'll probably do that right now. What do we got? This is a Macintosh 512 Plus era board. I haven't opened it yet. It is, or is it? Or am I stupid? And it's a it's an SE30. I'm stupid. All right, we'll probably clean that up. All right, we'll focus on those two things for the moment because they're the first two things I pulled out. I gotta make sure I don't move around too much and risk. All right, so we're going to definitely want to ultrasonic this. That's okay. I plan to do some of that Monday. That goes in the box. Where'd I put the... Oh. Okay. Let's just set that on top so it's easy to get to. So what did you end up doing to this that I need to correct? Besides burning things. Did you? Where? I'm not seeing it. Yeah, you definitely burn things. Yeah, that comes with. Although, might actually have to. Yeah, this thing. Oops, sorry. This thing's got some serious corrosion, doesn't it? This oscillator here got. Well, the problem is I actually lack a power supply for one of these. Wait, no, I don't. No, I recently got a working board. But these are starting. Yeah, I know. I just don't have one here. Well, I do, but they're dead. I have two 6100 Powers Buzz, and they're both dead. But I have one at the house that's not dead. I just have to bring it. What flux do you use? Stuff smells. Do you remember where the pad you lifted was? Because I haven't. Oh, it must be this one. Yeah, you didn't lift it. Well, you did, but it'll be fine. Oh, you're good. You ain't gonna. you. I don't think if I have a young audience, that's a new one for me. Having an audience at all is new for me. As my boy what is it? Trevor Wallace would say, PG, you mean pretty great. You kind of remind me of Trevor Wallace. Pretty G, yeah. Word, gotta play that. Yeah, that truck sim. Yeehaw! All right, let's see. Can we get this board looking any better? Oh, okay. I'm not going to lie, though. I probably won't be around much longer. I don't know how late I'm going to be in the office. I'm just kind of trying to get to some things. So we'll see. Yeah, I see the pad. Okay. Oh, I didn't even clean that pad. Whoop. All right. Okay. Okay. That's ready. Maybe got bent out the back. Really? Fell asleep? Okay. And I always miss that one cat. And I always, whoa. And there we go. All right. So this board needs a little bit of cleaning as far as these chips go. Okay. What else is in here? Okay, an SE analog board. That it? Just an SE analog board? Oh no, it's a 512 analog board. Okay. That reminds me I need to bring a 512. Let's see. How bad are the solder joints on this? Oh boy, is this one of the... Yep. Well, nothing I can do about that. It's glued on. Well, it's been cleaned up. It's ready to be ultrasonic. So... let's see if I can melt some of this glue. Nope. There. I'll have to glue that back on anyway. Oh, yeah. Yep. Surprisingly, the yolk looks okay, which is usually the one that takes the most. Actually, all right. Yeah, this analog board definitely needed my attention. And I don't mean for caps. That's just a bonus. But for... Come on. So... I want the yolk, which is where? Okay, way... Okay, that's why. Alright, so... You see, the yolk connector is cracked. This one is starting to crack around the ring. That one is cracked. On your power and your main harness, that one is cracked. That one's cracked. That one's definitely cracked. There's another harness on this, isn't there? Yeah. On your harness to your neck board, cracked. Cracked. So, yeah, this is why 512s need a lot of attention. Not just the same with SEs. I mean, I see the same thing with MSEs. So I end up going over the whole board, checking. Good thing is this has no refas, which is for me is very nice. So what I do with these is I remove. Oh yeah, actually I missed one, which is I think the video. That one's majorly cracked. So I reflow them and then I remove the solder and then add new solder. Okay, that one's done. Well, halfway. Technically a third. That's why I laugh at people that just do recapping. It's like, nah, you're honestly wasting people's money. Okay. Now the yolk. All right. There we go. Now we can apply fresh solder to nice and clean pins and know that was that actually the whole. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. Actually, I don't think I can remove the solder out of that one. Okay. Okay. I'm not going to probably recap this one right now because I don't have caps on hand, or I'm just going to make sure there's no other cracked solder joints. Okay. Oh, that's done. Okay. Oh, wow. Let's look at the time. It's 1 o'clock. That was my plan when I would plan to leave. Even better is most things here are ready to not be here. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I gotta try and find this stupid light pipe for this shuffle, and then I can get out of here. But yeah, been streaming for what 2.5 hours. Got a lot done. Enjoyed everyone stopping by. I really, really do appreciate it. Hope y'all have a wonderful New Year's. Probably jump on tomorrow for a little while at least, depending on when I get up. Let's clean out this gun one last time. Oh, would you look at that? There's a piece of a cap leg. Can't tell because this thing's being maybe not. It's really hard to tell. Is that actually a? No, I don't think so. Okay. Well, guess I could empty this out. I had to throw this bag of caps away. Starting to get oh yeah, that's that was ready to be dumped out. So, hoorah! All right. Tomorrow will probably be the day of going through and recapping all the things I've been putting off, which is actually pretty nice because that means a lot of it can get out of here. All right. Well, I bid y'all adieu, and I'll be on tomorrow.